Good afternoon, my Georgia Peach Nut family. I am coming to you this Monday morning, this beautiful, beautiful Monday morning, to show you how I uppot my wonderful peppers that are way, way, way late. I'm going to show you this tray right here. I've already started, so I don't have you here all day. Um, Peppers, this is a bell pepper. The first two rows were dedicated to bell peppers, and the last two rows, these are my hot pepper seedlings. I've taken a lot of them out. Some of them have started to just turn real ugly from the heat lamp, the heat light being on them. They need more nutrients other than what I've been giving them with the peat moss seed starting mix. They just run out of nutrition. So let's begin. This is my Hefty 6.5 tray container that I use after I take my seedlings from the seed starting tray and transfer them up, pot them into something bigger. So I have some Miracle Grow indoor potting mix, which has more nutrition in it, and they're gonna love it. And what you'll see, I'm going to keep you updated. And I'm not gonna put the bell peppers in here. No, 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 because then because they're in the same, they share the same container, they would share the same taste. Not trying to have bell peppers, hot bell peppers. I know some people say, oh, I like that, but no, 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 no. Miss Gail not trying to do that. So I'm going to slip my gloves on. You're probably saying, well, what are you going to do with those bell peppers? I'll show you very shortly, and I'll try to be quick because I know you have things to do. What I've been using to get everything out of the seed tray here is the back end of a plastic fork. I use whatever I can to keep from tearing them. So I just reach down in here and see if you can see that. Yeah. Take the fork on the side of the sail. And if you have to go all the way around, go all the way around and loosen it up. Because these sails, these plastic ones, they just tear apart. And voila, you have your pepper plant coming up. Now it's two in here. I'm going to separate it. Gently shake it. Gently. Just gently shake them apart. And then I take the back end of the same fork, go in here, and I just make an opening wherever you decide to put it. I go down kind of deep, and I take it almost up, bury it almost up to the neck of the seedling, because this is kind of leggy. This is what you do when your seedlings are leggy. Don't throw them away. You don't have to start over. You just go on ahead and put them in something that's deeper and take it all the way up almost to the neck and just hold it and plant it. So here's another one right here. Let's see here. The baby seedling. And I'm going to do the same thing. And if your soil gets to be compact, this fork serves as two different purposes. You can just go and just break it up like that, which mine shouldn't be compacted because I just fluffed it up. So you take your seedling and you just go in here, make an opening, however deep the roots are, hold it by the neck, don't squeeze it and break it, and voila, and you just pack it down a little bit, and there you go. So I'm going to try to, let's see, do another one, which is I think I have two more, one more. Let me see if you can see me do this. Going to go, we got some little extra leaves around here, to the very edge and kind of lift up from the bottom. Lift up from the bottom. Try not to break any roots. If you do, it's okay, just as long as you don't break all of them. And look at that. Okay. And you just go find a hole that you want to put in and find its own little spot. So I just dug a hole. And we're just going to drop it right here. Wait a minute, let me find the hole. There it is. And you want it to go down in the hole. And you pull the soil up around it. You can't see what I'm doing because my big glove is in the way. And there it is. There it is. And so what I'm going to do is give it, this will get full strength fertilizer of a mixture of Miracle Grow and Super Thrive. It will get a mixture of the two because it's ready for it. And we'll come back and I'll just show you, I'm going to show you the results, what they're looking like. I'll even show you, hopefully in a couple of days. It shouldn't take them long to spring back to action. These right here that we've done, let me put this over here. I don't want to forget these. Those are bell pepper plants. So let's see, let's add a little bit of this soil in here. You always add more soil. So these over here, this right here, these are bell peppers. You see how this bell peppers has been growing up? Look at that. Look at that. Bell peppers. I thought I planted some celery over here, but evidently it's a bell pepper. So I was so tired when I was doing this. I didn't know telling what I planted. And I see I did forget one more hot pepper. Let me take that one out. Using this right here. And let me find a spot for it over here somewhere. And when you are doing this inside of this container, you want to make sure you put your tall plants in the back. And I think I'm going to continue to try to tell you guys that. Put your tall plants in the back and your short plants in the front. Because otherwise the tall plants will shade out the light from block the light from the smaller plants. And they will the growth will become stunted. So kind of organizing your mind how you want to do it. I usually have things organized in my mind. It don't always work out, but most of the time it does. I've been doing this for so long, you just kind of know what to do. So that little baby has a home. And so let me show you that. We just planted this one right here. So this is like being outside in your garden, except for it's just on a smaller scale. And it has enough soil in it. It can stay in here till May, till the temperatures get right, because peppers do not go outside until the temperature is at least maintained in the 60s, I do believe. And we probably at night now. Daytime temperatures don't matter if it's at night and it's in the 60s. So we're gonna take one of these containers. This is a organic container that, let's see if I have the container yet. This is a Jiffy pot, and this is natural and organic Jiffy pot, and it can go in the ground. I have planted in the ground with these, and my plants have done perfect. They've done perfect. And so I'm going to use this to put my bell peppers in. I'm going to take some soil and just drop it down in here. I'm on my dining room table. You cover your dining room table with you can get that brown paper from the big box store. Cover it. I use foil. Cover your floors because you're going to have some soil to get on the floor. And then all you have to do is pick it up. And take your shoes off when you come over into this area. You can keep them on, but you don't want to track soil over your house. So like I just dropped something. So anyway, we're going to... I had to squeeze that out. Okay, so here we go. Try and be mindful of your time. I don't want to hold you up. I'm just showing you what I do. Let's see here. I'm going to take the same fork and we will put several, you can put several of these small ones in this one container. It would be okay. And they're red, green, orange, yellow, I don't know. Bell peppers. They're bell peppers, okay? I kind of, my bell peppers and my peppers grew fast. People keep saying they grow slow. Mine didn't grow slow this time. They came right on up. And so I'm going to try and start some more bell peppers because I like bell peppers and most people like bell peppers and I may sell them. So I'm going to see if I can get some more up. Went to the big box store the other day. You guys, these plants are like $6, you can just say. if you buy a single plant. A tray of 6 is about the same. That's in my area. I know it's different prices in different areas, but you just go back and buy a pack of seeds, even if it's $1.99 or $2. That's cheaper, and grow your own. But if you're doing peppers, you need to get them started now. And they may be ready by May. It depends on how valuable they are. Well, I just planted these peppers just that quick, using that same method. Just that quick. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to try to put one more in there. What y'all think? This is a small one. I'm trying to put the small ones in here. Just take the fork and make a hole deep and wide enough. So, and let me take some of this soil off. There you go. Hold it gently, gently, gently. Deep and wide enough, and plop this on down. You can even take the fork and kind of help guide it down like that. See? Yeah. There you go. Y'all see how that plopped on in there? Take your other finger, pat the soil around it, and it's good. So just that quick, we have 4 pepper plants in the same container. This container is wide enough and deep enough for them to stay in here until May. And we'll come back and revisit and visit back with these plants that we have in this container. For the bigger peppers, we will go to stuck. This right here. And we're going to put some soil in here. And these will sit on my fireplace. I have space on my heat mat for them right now until I can fix my area up close to my sliding glass door. And you want to fluff that up because I had to squeeze it out a little bit. So you want to fluff it because you want the roots to have room to grow. Oops. I left something out. I don't know. I have to see what that is. Want the roots to have room to grow. So we will take this, make sure we have enough soil in here. And as it grows up, you can add a little bit more soil. There's enough room at the top to add just a little bit more soil. But we're talking a couple of months or so. They'll be fine. They're going to be just fine. So, let's go ahead and sit this here. Move soil out the way. And we're going to use the same planting method for this big one here. Take it, go down. And I've also used styrofoam cups. You just punch about maybe 5 holes in the bottom. But something like this, use a styrofoam cup. As a matter of fact, that's what I probably do. Let me show you. Styrofoam cup. See, it's tall. This is a 20 ounce. Get a pack of these for what, about $1.29, $2. And it already has holes in the bottom. Just take some soil. Put that all in there. And this can sit on your heat mat. Well, not directly on the heat mat. In a tray on your heat mat. You don't want to sit it directly on the heat mat. And this will work just for the one. I've done this. I did it last year. And I had them sitting outside and they were just fine. So let's go with 2 ways of doing this. Don't forget I said you can take your fork and just kind of fluff it up a little bit. I'm just fluffing it with the fork so that it'll have room to grow. Let's see. Put this back. So keep pushing the soil aside. I've got soil going everywhere over here. So we're going to take this one. I'm going to take some of this soil off because I wanted to get some of this new soil. Look at the roots. Yeah, that one needs to go by itself. And all these were planted January 23rd. You can go back and watch my video January 23rd when I planted. I sowed the seeds for all of these. And so look at them now. And this lets you know the depth of the roots of a bell pepper. I'm going to have to take some of this soil out because I want this to go down as far as it can. Then I'll put the soil back in there. But what I'm doing is pushing up the sides walls of the cup so that it can go down in here deep. So I'm just pushing it down with this. This is how deep I'm pushing it into here. Pretty deep. You can do that with things like tomatoes and peppers, because like tomatoes, peppers have those little very hairy roots that comes out. So I'm gonna leave this like this, and as it grows up, I will add more soil to it. It'll be just fine. I'm just kind of packing it in a little bit more, just a little bit more. And I want you to understand and get the gist of almost up to the neck. Almost up to the neck. So, bada bing, bada boom on that one. So we have this pepper right here. And I'm just going around it. I broke a couple of roots. It'll be okay. Going down with my finger this time. Pushing it in. Bada bing. What do you guys think they do at the nursery? It's the same thing they do at the nursery. All their plants don't come up not leggy. It's the same thing they do. Another one right here. See, this one started drying up. So we're going to resuscitate it. Bring it back to life, hopefully. But this is what they do. They just go and plop it in some more soil. Something deeper. Or maybe trim the roots off. And when you go by them, they're looking like this, and you think, oh, great, you don't know what that plant been through. Yes, everybody. Okay, so we have one more. Right here. Now, I'm going to put this in here. I don't know if it's a pepper or if it's a celery. If it starts looking like a celery, I'll take it out. So we're going to put it right in here. Make a hole deep enough for the roots to go in. Once again, look at the roots. I want you to see what your roots look like. And this looks like it's 2 plants. So I will plant it as 2. So we can put that on in here. Plop it on down using the end of the fork that I was telling you about. That's in there, and we just do the same thing over here. I'll turn this so you can see. I'm going to back you up a little bit because I don't want you to shade this one out right here. And take the roots. Once again, look at the roots. Little plant, right? Look at those roots. It was way past time for it to come out. And we're going to plop this right on down in here. And this is just a teachable moment. Sometimes you cannot rush through trying to teach people what you do. I'm just teaching you what I do. I can't teach you, and say it's the absolute positively best way to do it. But this works for me. And you can take from everybody and maybe able to put several things together and come up with your own method. Sometimes it's just a good start. Sometimes it's just a good start to listen. And I have done the same thing. I picked up methods from other people and incorporated into my own. So now we have this. We just did this. This looks like something you may go to the garden store and get, right? So we have all these. They're going to go into my living room, into my family room, and they're going to go on the heat mat. I'll come back later on and show you, looking at the time, show you the progress of these plants. I want to thank you for your time. Don't forget to hit the like button. Go on ahead and hit it now. Hit it now so that I can continue to be in rotation, a good rotation. Bring along a friend. I think I try to make things as simple as possible for you guys to understand. I will keep you abreast of how my plants are progressing. I'm not just going to show you this and never come back and show you whether it was a failure or a success. I will do that one way or the other. I'll see you in the garden. God bless you.